Yeah, good evening. So we are discussing about MVVM architecture, right? So on the MVVM architecture, now we are at a login view model. Just we created a package name called view model. So on that, just we are writing the some code, right? So there we struck some barrier. So while writing the enqueue method, we have stopped there, right? So we will complete that and we will see the next step. So enqueue method, so where it is in a callback method, it is not coming response, right? So that's why we checking this. Wait, what is the issue here? So we extended this as a view model, that is correct. Then what we have to do? So login view model, which extended has a view model. So here we created login repository. So login response equal to mutable object of this live response login response model. So if any error will come, that mutable live data will handle that. Also we had it here. So then function we created, that is to login. So with JSON object string and string, right? Okay, view model scope dot launch, still it is correct. So here within this val response, so we are to response, that is with reference of the our repository. So that is a repository dot do login with JSON object, right? Still it is correct. So then response, here we have to handle that enqueue method. So here in this, think we added, this is the, so okay, JSON object could be okay. Here it is JSON object, here it is the JSON object, it is both are perfect, fine. So response dot callback, so from here, so override call colon, so here we have to write that JSON call, so that is HTTP call. So within this call again, that is JSON, so JSON object. So here we have to handle the null, right? We have to handle the null, then comma. So response, whatever the response we are getting, that response. So that is response dot. So that we are getting in the form of JSON object, right? So that we are handling here. So it will be okay. Then here in the same continuation, we have to write on failure also. So override fun. So that is the on failure. So we have to handle and failure also, right? For that also, so till it is common here. Now we will paste that response. So then comma t colon. So throwable, whatever the error it will come, it will be throwable. So that throwable we have to handle here. Then it will be done. Fine. So I think this, yeah, here we have to write like this. Right, now we have to handle above. So what we have to handle here, in case if here, if response dot code, so response, so there we handle normally like here, but I'm handling with HTTP response equal to 200 code. If it is code will be 200, so then we have to log in here. So that is the login response dot value. So we are setting the value to this. So that is from the JSON dot from JSON. So that is the response dot body. So body dot to string, whatever that data is coming, so that we are converting into string, comma, so that where we'll get that is from login response model. We created login response model, right? Somewhere we created model view model, login view model. So login view model, we are handling here login view model, login response model, where we created that. So login response colon class dot java. Let here, right? So from here we are handling here. So else we have to set error dot value. For error we are setting the value, so that is equal to something here. So from app constraint dot internal error something, we have to set the error from there here like this. Right, one more last class is there. First we'll create that class and we'll see. So even here also we'll handle. So this, instead of app constant here, whatever that t value will come, so that we will put here this. So it will throws whatever the real exception, so that will goes here there, right? Now one more last class will be there. So that is here this class will be respective of this. So for that we will write. So Kotlin class. So this is not in any of the directory, it is in a main directory, that is my application. So my application we are writing here, that is a my application. So within this my application, so this will be extended as application. So this will be simply extended as an application here, right? So now within this, now we have to create one override fun. So that is the onCreate. So I'm creating the onCreate method. So here simple we will call shade preferences. So that is the shade helper dot init. So that's it. So that with reference of this context means this shade preferences we are making as a globally in entire class, we can call this. So that we made here this, right? Now only thing here we left, that is the first main class we have to write. So in a main class, how to write, how to map this all the data, so that we have to write it within the main class. So that we will write and then we will run this code, right? So to handle there in a main class, we need one more package called UI. So here now I'm creating the one more package called UI. So this login, I have to move into this UI. Right. So within this, we moved this. So in this main activity now, here we have to handle the all the things one by one. So first of all here now, first we will handle the binding. So where binding colon. So that binding will be activity main binding. So that will be done, right? So here we will handle that binding equal to, so data binding util dot set content here this, right? So I handle here this. Then here I'll define one more thing, that is the var view model. So I'm defining the view model colon. So that view model will be here login view model, right? Just I'm defining. So this required extra So that is private var. So private var, sorry, private latent var. So like this, if I have to define, because that should be the another class here we are calling. So that will define. So then after here now, so binding dot bt1 dot set on click listener. Once we click that button, so we supposed to call this all the methods, right? Here I'm defining if I'm defining the valid means just I'm checking the validation condition with valid. So then it will execute. So else I'm putting toast dot make text. So this main activity. So select all. Same thing. Simple. I'm writing select all. So toast dot length long. Finally dot show. Right. So in case if it is a valid, that we will write. So in case if it is a valid val. So from here now I'm taking that val. So that is the request object. So I'm defining the request object. So request object equal to. So there we are handling with hash map, right? So here also I need to handle the hash map. So that hash map. So that is hash map string comma string. So both I'm handling with string format here. Then so here this request object dot like means where we created the JSON object, right? Similar way we are assigning here put. So in this we are putting so username. This is here this we will get from binding dot username dot text dot to string, right? Similar way we will get username instead of username it is the password, right? These two fields we have to get right. From here we have to get here so username and password. So username then password. So both I got here this, right? So then once this data is here, now we have to add this. So view model dot do login. So we created a method called do login, right? So that do login, we have to send this data here in this, right? Now, so here we have to create another two. So one is the setup view model. So we have to create here view model. So for that, I'm creating one setup view model. Another is the setup observer. So these two, like it will help to continue execution. So that's the reason I'm calling this two. So first we have to create one class that is a setup observer will create a function. So setup observer, it is created here. So within a this now, so based on view model, so we have to call that is the login response dot observe whatever the response it will come, so that it will get here this. So then within a this now binding dot so no need here directly we will write the toast. So toast dot make text this at the rate main activity comma. So here we will write app constraint dot success. So we have to write the success message. Then toast dot length long. So dot show. So we handle here this. So this is done. Next here setup view model. So create a one more function. So that is a setup view model. So within this setup view model, so here we have to handle view model equal to view model. So this is view model provider dot. So view model provider of this. So we are calling the view model provider with reference of this class. So here we have to call which class. So from where we are getting the data, that is login response login view model colon class dot java. So from that particular class we are calling this, right? Then this could be done. Then we have to create this valid function. So if it is valid here, now here we have to write if text details dot is empty. So is empty, that is binding dot username dot text to string. So in case if it is empty, binding dot username dot set error. Set error. So that is please enter name. So return false. Right. So similar to this, instead of username, it is password. Right here, there I'm handling username, here I'm handling the password. Right. So here also error should be for password. Right. So it is done here. Now anything pending here? So setup view model is clear. Setup of server. So in setup of server, we need to handle one more thing, that is the view model dot error. In case if any error, this can handle. So it can observe that. So this. So here it can handle the error. So here, hey, something it will handle the error. So set on click listener. Fine, this will be fine. But why it is extra showing error? Okay, here we forgot. If both are success, here we have to return true. Yeah, now it is clear. Means both are valid, then it should be clear, right? So that we forgot to handle here. This will be clear. Right, so all the things are done. Now what we will do in manifest file, So we have to give an internet permission. So that is the user's permission. So internet done. So we'll try to run. Will if we any errors, so that we will handle here. So I'm running. We will see. So call retrofit call on service generator. So we will check here service generator. What is the issue? Okay, here this is not retrofit call. It is okay HTTP call. So it is a set token, right? Now it will be clear. Okay, now we will run. We will see if any other issues. Yeah, here in a login view model. So what is the issue in login view model? So once we'll compare with this. So life cycle method, mutable life cycle, it is clear. So view model, it is clear, right? Life cycle view model scope. Okay, it is also clear. So these two are normal, like import other classes that not required. So Google JSON, it is clear. So this is also clear. Launch, coroutines launch is also clear. So retrofit to dot callback. So here it is the retrofit call. So login response. So it also it's there. So callback. So one thing it is, we will see here now. JSON companion object. So here, just we will compare with this code there. So that is response.enqueue object callback JSON. So that line is clear. Right, then override function on call response call JSON object. So still it has issue. So just will import this class because this code is common for everywhere because it's just handling the error messages. So there it is login repository. So repository we added as so repository. So here this is the what name we created here login repository. Yeah. So Now it came. So now I will try to run this. So meanwhile, I'll open the visor. See, now we try to log in with these details. So xyz@gmail.com. 1234 is the password. Right now I'm clicking this. See here. So we got a message from this. So this is the way we have to handle the MVVM architecture. So MVVM architecture we have to handle in multiple scenarios. Like here, what happens here? So first, when you create an MVVM architecture, so these all are the packages you have to create. This is the minimum structure, means whatever here I have written, almost you can copy paste in every project. So then MVVM architecture will be ready, means you have to create helper. So these all are required. Model. So in this model, like we created here login, like login, registration, whatever it will come, that you have to create here. So network, all is required. Repository can where based on action you can repeat. UI based on a UI, like minimum first UI we will define a minimum, and the login view model, this is a view model based on this, and my application, this will be fixed. Like this structure you have to create in every project. From there you have to do the next activities on that. So that is the way you have to do this. Right, so just you can practice this. If you have any questions, we'll see here. Okay, so we'll see in next class. Next topic we will discuss.